Plants, which convert solar energy to food by photosynthesis, are the primary food source. In a predator chain, a plant-eating animal is eaten by a flesh-eating animal. A food chain shows how each living thing gets food, and how nutrients and energy are passed from creature to creature. Food chains begin with plant life and end with animal life. Some animals eat plants, some animals eat other animals. A simple food chain could start with grass, which is eaten by rabbits. A food chain is a linear network of links in a food web starting from producer organisms and ending at apex predator species. Many herbivores are needed to support a few carnivores. Most food chains have no more than 4 or 5 links. There cannot be too many links in a single food chain, because the animals at the end of the chain would not get enough food, and hence, energy, to stay alive. The transfer of food energy from the producers, through a series of organisms with repeated eating and being eaten, is known as a food chain. In nature, basically, 2 types of food chains are recognized: the grazing food chain and the detritus food chain. A food chain shows how each living thing gets food. In a food chain, energy and nutrients are passed from one organism to the next. The producer provides the basic source of food which other organisms, the consumers, then feed on. A food chain follows just one path as animals find food. Example: a hawk eats a snake, which has eaten a frog, which has eaten a grasshopper, which has eaten grass. A food web shows the many different paths plants and animals are connected through. Example: a hawk might also eat a mouse, a squirrel, a frog, or some other animal. Lions have almost no predators. However, old, sick lions are sometimes attacked, killed, and eaten by hyenas. And very young lions can be killed by hyenas, leopards, and other predators when they are not being watched carefully by their mothers. But a healthy adult lion has little to fear from any other animal. Consumers are organisms that receive energy by consuming another organism. Consumers dominate most of a food chain. They have important roles to play within an ecosystem, such as balancing the food chain by keeping animal populations at a reasonable number. Without proper balance, an ecosystem can collapse.